my comparison to that is that when anyone that have bad intentions coming into the United States hears about these 7 countries, that keyword, and people being held and uh, scrutinizing their public media, their social media, and their public image and all that kind of stuff, then if they're coming into the United States to do harm or do bad, what I'm thinking is the repercussion of this, of people that are actually coming over to the United States to do harm, will see, you know, that this is going that this is actually happening, and they're just going to say, you know what, it's not working. I'm not going to make it over there. Fuck that. Just the same way as in the store. The person that's going in there still is going to see those security cameras, or they're going to find a way through them. Or the other person's going to go in there and say, hey, they got security cameras in here, so I'm either going to go in here with a disguise, or, you know what I mean? They'll have some sort of a, but that's very few. You hear me? I'm saying. Oh man, another Monday, and yeah, things were tripping, guy. Like for, I don't know. We turned on the tablet. The battery was full. After we were trying to hook the soundboard into this amp, and it charged. It was full. It got on there. It played. And we got on there, instead of starting the fucking show, that's what we did, is we started jamming. We listened to a couple songs. And then we went to go to the intro, and it was like, battery, low battery, bloop, and then it died. It never does that. That thing's never done that. So then we turned on the tablet. I was like, I got some audio in there that we can start the show with. No, I've got some of the old intros and stuff in there we can start the show with. Flip. So he turns it on, and guess what? It's on. It has a full battery when it turns on. I pull up music. When it gets to music, it says low battery, and it goes boop. And I look, and you can't even turn it back on. The battery's all the way dead. So I think that's from setting. So fuck, man. What do you do? We had to sit here and just chill out for a little while. Have a little sip of not having coffee this morning. And it reminds me I haven't taken my brain pills. Guys, why you let me go without taking an Alpha Brain or a Brain Awake? Flip, keep flipping. Oh no, Flip, keep flipping. The channels, dude. Wendy Williams, Flip? Is that what you watch in the mornings, dude? Isn't she fucking RuPaul's big brother? And that's wild. And school, right, I just saw where they have a secure mode status lifted from 2 high schools near I-10. And of course we know security is going to be heightened all around Houston area until, after the Superbowl, after the big game. But I distinctly remember Donovan. What's up, D? D-Bone. Double G. Froggy. Yeah, if we had shit, we would go. There would be a whole trail of people that would go to the church behind the church across the street from the school. And kids would settle their differences. And I think normally discretion was used. No one ever beat each other to death. Somebody got their ass kicked. Somebody won, somebody lost, and it was it. And I think that helped build a better community of people to be able to do that, and to not have to bring a gun or to shoot anybody, or I don't know. How do you guys feel about that? I mean, did that take something away from now? I don't know. I mean, I would definitely rather say, yeah, meet me behind the church across the street after school, than to just fucking think that my only option would be to bring a gun to school and shoot everyone. That's pretty fucked up mentality. And what is this shift this pattern, this shift, and how has it shifted. And I don't think that any kind of that physical, once you grow up, that the physically, as far as violence goes, hitting each other, it's never going to solve anything, and it shouldn't be done. One man should never ever put his hands on another man, or definitely a man should never put his hands on another woman. And I don't know, women should put their hands on women. What were we talking about, Flip? Woman on woman fighting. Wakaka! Oh, goodness. So yeah, I think that, I don't know, we've got a whole different attitude toward all of that nowadays because of the fact that kids like, it started with kids bringing guns to school and shooting everyone at school and stuff like that. So, yeah, we don't have that to deal with. Oh, I'm saying we didn't have that to deal. Well, guess what? We kind of did have that to deal with back in the day because it was the beginning of that. We go from like when my older brothers were in junior high and high school. You were literally able to leave your gun hanging in the back window of your truck if you were hunting before school, if you were going hunting after school, and it's just a fact of life. It just was what it was. And I can remember, if you're going to your cousin's over the weekend, then take, your ammo goes, you know how to travel with your 22 so that y'all can go rabbit hunting over the weekend or whatever. Even if you take that into the principal's office and hand it off to him and say, hey, here's my gun and my ammo, and it's cleared. And this is not something that I did, but it's definitely something that was done. It was just, a generation before ours. And so we've gone from, even in Texas, in the dirty, dirty South, in the Bible Belt. In the Bible Belt, man, we in the Bible Belt. We should still, the more that your children knows about guns and how to use guns, the less likely he is to shoot himself during a selfie, which has happened recently. A kid found a gun, went to take a selfie with it, and blew his own chest out, I believe. So, yeah. So at least teach your kids not to do that. That's, yeah, not a good one. So I know what all you all are doing today. Trying to get the house all straightened up from the weekend. You're at the chugging on the company cock with a cup of coffee in the morning. Look. Nah. It's like this, guys. You definitely, we all want to fill our place in society. We want to do something. I always say, when I do my prayers or whatever, I always say that I want to do something like productive today. And, everyone should do what they love to do whenever they wake up every day. And, I always say that, but I don't want people to take that with absolutely no meaning. Like, yeah, man, just go fucking live on the beach and live off of coconuts and shit. To do what you love to do is work. It's a lot of work. It's actually a lot of work, guys. It actually is a lot of work. But the thing with that is that when you're in control of, of what's going on around you, and you're doing what you love to do, hot ass blonde sitting on your right knee doesn't hurt. Hint, hint. Hint, hint. Any hot ass blondes out there listening? Radio Robcast at gmail.com. It is a lot of work. It is a lot of work. It is a lot of work, but time goes by in a different way whenever you're doing what you love to do. Whenever you're doing something that you're highly trained in. And if you have something that you're interested in doing, however, you may not know very much about it, devote 5 or 10 minutes of each day to doing that or learning about that. If it's art, then I know art, I'll give him a call. But if it has to do with the arts or learning a skill or a new language, then yeah, just devote 5 minutes a day. Even if you got a really busy schedule, you have 5 minutes to devote to that. Devote 5 minutes a day to whatever it is that you love and that you would like to start in your creative plane of doing. Because let's face it, man, there are creative people and there are competitive people. And the people that just try to keep up with the Joneses and just compete, and throw money at it. It doesn't require a whole hell of a lot of creativeness. So haters are going to hate, creators are going to create. And yeah, I would try to inspire you to surround yourself with creative people and people that you would that have achieved things that you would aspire to achieve. And devote about 5 minutes of your day to doing what you love to do, and you never know. It could turn into 10. It could turn into 20. It could turn into something that you don't like to do. And guess what? You only devoted 5 minutes to it, and now you know. Is it better than chugging on the company cock? Maybe, maybe not. Depends on how much money you make an hour and how they deep throat you. So yeah, I just want to encourage people to fucking live their dreams, do what they love to do, and switch over to the creative side of the world, the creative plane of existence. And if you're already over here, then I commend you. And what else we got going on in the wild, wild world other than the Super Bowl going on around the H, the NFL experience? That's all we've heard about all weekend long. As we do, we've always got something good going on there at the Clarion in Brazosport in Lake Jackson over there by the college. At the college. I have to check that out. I have to keep up with that. I'd like to go. I haven't been there. I've never even been there. Unless if it was from in the early 90s, if that was there, I could have gone and it would have been in a blackout. Oh my goodness. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, whatever you've got on your list to do today, I got faith in you, and guess what? All your hopes and your dreams that you have imagined for yourself, the good Lord imagines that times 100. And that's a fact. So, things may not be as exactly how you want them to be, but that does not mean that you cannot paint a clear vision of your future and line all that shit up like dominoes in a row in your future. And we'll all be like a motherfucking chicken wing hanging on a string. And speaking of chicken wings, it's like, what we say? Speaking of chicken wings, it's like JoJo the Indian runner boy. Think chicken wings. Think chicken wings. Think chicken wings, guys. Not good for the show to have the news on mute behind the show while we're going, but we're gonna do it! Because we got the 72-inch plasma up in this studio, bitches. Sitting on leather watching big screens, fools. Not really, we're watching we got a fucking 19-inch Magnavox with a built-in DVD player up in this biatch. Yay, yay. And we're sitting on fold-up chairs. We're sitting on $5 outside fold-up chairs for, going to the ball game. In our ghetto-ass little studio. Oh, fuck. We couldn't be happier or more blessed, could we, Flip? Our ghetto-ass equipment and our ghetto-ass stories and we're gonna play.